Eskanos. I'm the editor and cinematographer for Forgive and Forget.
My name's Jake Moody. I was the writer and director for Forgive and Forget, and I'm studying film at the University of Redmond.
I'm studying next year at Cal State Northridge for film. Jake and I met at a camp about a year ago, and we started to make a bunch of like little short films, and we didn't really put too much thought into them.
Looking back on all of them, there's plenty of things that if we just spent a little more time on, it would have fine-tuned it and just had a lot better product. And going into the summer between high school and college, we wanted to devote a lot of time for one project where instead of coming up with an idea and writing it in like a day, spending like a month and a half to 2 months on the pre-production process. Joe wrote a script just for fun, like kind of a Mars movie.
Like, we can't do that on Mars because we don't have the budget for that. So we were trying to kind of shape it to fit that same story just on Earth and, you know, for the budget. And it kind of was this Area 51 project for a little bit with like aliens, and from there we kind of moved to, well, do we even need aliens, because it just got expanded. And
it had nothing to do with like an ex-boyfriend or anything. I think that was actually Nathan's idea. Talking to Nathan about it in school, I think that was his idea. And he got us out of the hole of, we basically came up with the whole story and it all worked and we were super excited about it. But I remember there was like a week where we couldn't move forward because we didn't know how to get Alice out of the hostage situation. I remember at one point like she would turn and see Mark's like dead body in the corner, which would have been brutal. And Nathan was like, well, instead of the police, it could have been a private investigator and he could just come back and save us. So that was all him.
No, it was not!
That was so Mia.
Oh, it was Mia?
My idea.
Nathan was never here, you know that.
No, I remember talking to him about it. That was your idea?
That was 100%
Stop crediting Nathan
my
for this.
idea.
Okay, Nathan. Okay.
Before we would just pretty much shoot for like 1 or 2 days, and we wouldn't spend too much time on the story, and we kind of spent like a couple months on this story, and we got a lot more equipment. We paid a lot more money for equipment, and but overall it really changed the look of the film, so this one has a much higher production value, I would say.
It was nice to have a real audition process and to actually have to make decisions on who we want to spend, you know, however many shoot days we have and who we think is best for the role. But also we learned that not all people are that reliable. No one is here.
So day one of one on auditions, and have a really good turnout of
0 people.
Zero.
Yeah.
Was it 3 hours now?
Like 4 people were supposed to be here. Yeah, we've been here for a long time.
But you know what? It's gonna work out.
Maybe.
Charlie Lappin is going to.
Where you at, Charlie?
We're filming here.
We just were meeting the actors, we were just kind of getting comfortable with them, and I was more focused on kind of setting up the shots, what they would look like, and if they would look good, because it was just the first shots in the whole film, so it was a little scary.
It was a little difficult in the beginning because we were shooting a lot of the boring scenes first, a lot of just the dialogue inside the same room. We were there for, probably met at 9 in the morning, and then we went all the way through lunch, and then we shot like one drone scene, and that was it. But it was hard to jump back and forth a little bit because the continuity was non-existent. So the characters. Well, the continuity not because we shot it bad. Not because we shot it bad, but because we just jumped between scenes and like a lot of stuff would happen in the middle. And honestly, a lot of the stuff we shot was kind of like sad and just boring to shoot because we just kind of set the camera up and let Shannon and Charlie do their thing.
I remember thinking after the first day, it was just, we really set up, we tried to make it like a really easy day, not too hard. We had a lot of harder days to go.
Day 2, we were on Ben David's property a lot. In the morning, we were just shooting his house, a lot of, not boring scenes, but they were boring scenes, a lot of just dialogue in one room, and we kind of jacked off using the Osmo camera when we really didn't need to, so that caused some complications, but we got through it. It was fun spray painting the gun.
So we got to the office, and in real life that office is an air conditioning company, and ironically the air conditioning was not working, so it was a little hot in there. But other than that, I think our shots came out pretty good, and it was kind of the last thing we had to do before the nighttime shots, so we really took our time on that.
The nighttime scene was fun to shoot because it was one of my favorite scenes to write. It was kind of the first time, which is funny because nearly at the end of the movie, the first time we see real emotion and character come out of Shannon's character, and we really wanted to give her and Charlie enough time and like nice close-ups and well-lit shots just to give them a chance to act and have them use it on their reel. But due to the location of Nathan's house, there are a lot of sirens and like police cars going on and stuff, so it's hard to get one consistent like just monologue down. So we ended up shooting that one scene, which
on Shannon's side.
Yeah, just Shannon shot was probably like 45 minutes.
I think like 6 or 7 takes of that.
We were shooting it. I really wanted the establishing shot for the fireplace scene to have like sparks flying up in the air, and it would say like the date or whatever, and then we pan down to see them and we establish what's going on. So we told Charlie to just like kind of like smack the fire with the stick to make the flames go up, which worked. But by the time we didn't work out, by the time we got down, he needs to stop smacking it, and there's this one shot of him just like juice for like literally like 30 seconds into it. It was the most cringy thing I've ever seen.
Damn, you a fool with it.
Everything was going fine. I really liked the location. It looked really good in camera.
Actors were doing terrific.
Yeah.
Everything was working out.
And then we got a knock on the storage unit door, and one of the managers there had told us that we're not supposed to be filming a movie there, and my dad had talked them into giving us 1 hour in the storage unit before we had to get out of there, and it was enough time to get our shots, and I think actually the adrenaline kind of worked in our advantage because the actors were kind of, it was an emotional scene, so they needed to kind of be in that state.
The last scene we shot that day was the proposal, which I was very particular that I wanted to get right as the sun was going down, and I just gave the actors really quick direction in the car. Joe had no direction as to how the camera would move, but it worked out perfectly.
Yeah. And we needed it in one shot because the sun was going down.
Yeah.
And,
it was supposed to be one shot, but we didn't really have time to do it again.
We had our drone shot, which was pretty much tilted down and then following the car down this road. And it was really not a busy road. It was, like a farmland area.
Here he is, martini shot, whatever. At a policeman, he said that we need a lot of permits and stuff, and he's not trying to shut us down, but whatever. So we just go to a less populated road, but he drove away, so we're just gonna do it one more time, and then we'll get out of here. But hopefully this will be it.
Last name ever, first name greatest. Like a sprained ankle, boy, ain't nothing to play with.
It was a wrap with Shannon, and she was actually really cool about filming that whole sequence of her running around. It was really, really hot. Most likely not dehydrated, but she was a good sport with that.
Swimming in the money, come and find me. Nemo, if I was at the club, you know I balled. Chemo, dropped the mixtape, that shit sounded like an album. Who'd have thought a countrywide tour be the outcome? Labels want my name beside an X like Malcolm. Everybody got a deal, I did it without one. Yeah, nigga, I'm about my business. Killing all these rappers, you would swear I had a hit list. Everyone who doubted me is asking for forgiveness. If you ain't been a part of it, at least you got to witness.
Action.
Honestly, I'm... Sorry. Are we still rolling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just happy someone checked my titter.
I'm all over your Twitter.
Oh man. Shit, line.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry about that. Damn it. Fuck that line. Baby, I think I found it. Oh no, but this one's really good. This one will get you like hot crisp fries and everything's crisp. Oh yeah, me too. They're egg McMuffins. Yeah, they're so good.
Pretty fun day.
How's my hair, guys?
Thank you.
How's my hair?
Yes.
Okay, good now. Do it. Do it.
Actually, it is better now.
Try really hard.
Did it for you? Sorry
we
about that. It's okay. It's okay.
Shortcut.
I'm getting late. I want to go home.
Wow.
In the blackest night. JJ, no evil shall escape my sight. I don't know the rest. JJ, no evil shall escape my sight. Beware no evil shall escape my sight. Joe, I think we did it.
Did we make a movie?
Well, we're pretty close to it. One more scene.
Final day of
The
shooting.
first scene of the movie. Last thing we're shooting. Let's do it.
Break.